It turned out that Mia was originally a queen 1,000 years ago. She was framed by a treacherous minister and died, but at the last moment of her life, she accidentally opened the time and space tunnel and traveled to the modern era. Her soul was in the body of a wealthy wife who drowned. When she opened her eyes again, she was shocked by the sight before her, and what she said was even more incomprehensible. "Girl, what kind of treasure is hanging on the roof? It is more dazzling than the night pearls in the palace." Mia began to talk nonsense, and her husband mistakenly thought that she had become a fool with water in her head. So he asked her to take time to go to the psychiatric department for a checkup. Mia immediately agreed, but asked what a psychiatric department is. Mia found out that she had traveled through time by checking her mobile phone and learned all kinds of common sense in modern times. It turned out that the reason why Mia traveled to the modern era was entirely because the day before, the scheming woman pulled the wealthy wife to the swimming pool, saying that her husband would soon divorce her and I was the real wife, and pushed the wealthy wife into the swimming pool, causing her to drown. The next day, her husband took her to a charity auction. Unexpectedly, the first item on the auction floor shocked Mia. It turned out that this jade pendant was the gift her father gave her in her previous life. Now, 1,000 years later, she could see it here, which was enough to show that her fate with the jade pendant was more than that. So she excitedly held her husband's arm and asked him to help her get the jade pendant. But before her husband could react, the mistress next to him raised her hand to bid. Mia said that she could pay the money back later and asked her husband to let her indulge herself once. She raised the hand for her husband and finally bought the jade pendant at a price of 100 million. At this time, Mia happily took the jade pendant and stood up immediately to thank her husband, even using the highest etiquette in ancient times. Seeing this, the CEO quickly helped her up and said that it would not be too late to thank him after paying off the money first. Mia thought to herself that it was time for her to find a way to make money. Then Mia came to the toilet, admiring the jade pendant, and lamenting this destined fate. Unexpectedly, the scheming woman also came to the bathroom and mocked Mia, saying that she dared to let the CEO spend 100 million to buy this broken thing for you. "Are you crazy?" Then, the scheming woman slapped the woman in the face in jealousy. But she didn't expect that Mia was no longer the rich wife she used to be, and she showed the scheming woman a lesson. That night, the CEO called to apologize to the scheming woman on behalf of his wife and said that he would compensate her. After hanging up the phone, the CEO was surprised to find that his wife's behavior in the past 2 days was very abnormal. Unexpectedly, as soon as he entered the bedroom, Mia complained that the clothes were difficult to untie and threw them on the CEO.